Call this meeting to order of the Piqua Board of Education, August 28th, 2025 regular board meeting. Jeremy, please call roll.
Mr. Mitchell.
Here.
Mrs. Mars.
Here.
Mr. Frazier.
Here.
Mr. Ford.
Here. All right, all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. Right now, we need the approval of the agenda for this evening, so I will take a motion for that.
So moved.
Oh, do we have a second?
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye. All opposed, same sign. All right. Now, in front of you, we have two sets of minutes. We have minutes from the July 31st, 2025 regular board meeting and the August 6th special meeting. Are we allowed to do both of them at the same time? Okay. So I need a motion to approve both sets of minutes.
So moved.
All right, do we have a second?
Second.
All right, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. All right, and Dwayne, I'm going to pass to you for the new student new student board representative introduction.
Thank you.
Let's just say orientation.
Would like to welcome Dylan Weatherly. She is our new student board representative. So just a little bit of background for the people at home. We let students that are going to be juniors or seniors fill out an application expressing their interest to be a student representative. They share about themselves and some of the leadership things that they have lined up in high school, and they might share an idea that they might want to focus on. So they have an option if they would like to do something throughout the year to actually do a proposal that gets board approved. They don't have to do that, but they can. So we had several. I think we had more applications this year than we have ever had.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys, we redact all the names so nobody can see them. You read through all of them, you discuss them, and then you pick the application that you think is the best. And Dylan, you were selected. So welcome, and I would like it if you could talk in your microphone so people at home can hear you, and introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, is this good?
Yeah.
Okay. My name is Dylan Weatherly. I'm a junior at Piqua High School. I'm involved in sideline cheerleading, and I also play softball. I'm also a member of several different clubs. I'm my class president. I'm also president of Interact Club. I'm also a Hobie ambassador. Hobie is a leadership conference that I was able to attend in June. It was a really cool experience. Yeah, that's a little bit about me.
All right. Mr. Messick, did we get a good one?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Very good. Any questions from the board?
Does she have to run next year, or does she?
You get one time.
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yep.
Good.
She's our second junior. We've had, I think, 3 seniors and 2 juniors now. Yep. Yeah. Any questions for Dylan?
Welcome.
Yes, welcome,
All right.
Dylan.
Well, welcome. We're glad to have you.
Anxious
We're
to
looking
hear
for
from
this
you.
year. Yeah. All right.
All right, now I'm going to pass it to Mr. Lyons for a new teacher introduction.
Yeah, this is only part of the new class of professional educators that are coming on board this year. I think there's a total of 15 in this particular group. Don't tell anybody, but it's the best group we've ever had. Don't tell last year's group. Seriously, a great group. They're tired of introducing themselves. They've done it probably 20 times in the last 2 weeks. They've had lots of trainings to include all week this week, both in their buildings and in the district. So what we're going to do now is have them each come up to the mic and introduce themselves and tell us what building you're working in, what grade level, what subject area, depending on if you're at the high school or not. And then something, well, you know what from there. So who would like to start? Thanks, Aubrey.
Hello, I am Aubrey Cathcart. I am at PCIS and I teach 4th grade math and science. I am most excited for uplifting the community and really getting hands-on into student learning and creating positive relationships with not only students, staff, and family. Thank you.
Thanks, Aubrey. You're just going to have to go at this point.
Hello, my name is Jordan Karn. I am going to be a 4th grade math and social studies teacher at PCIS this coming school year. Something that I'm really excited about is to teach in the city in which I grew up in and to get to know my students and their families and the staff.
Thanks.
I'm Amanda Cease. I'll be teaching social studies at Piqua High School. I'm most excited about, of course, working with my students. I've got to know some of the new staff, some of the old staff, some of the staff that were my teachers. That's pretty interesting and exciting to get to work with some of my former teachers. So I'm really excited about that. It's a great honor to get to work at the school district that I attended from kindergarten all the way through 12th grade. I'm also excited to hopefully get to coach and do some other opportunities here in the district. So very excited. Thank you. It's a great honor to be here.
Sam?
Hi, I'm Sam Carr. I'm going to be an intervention specialist for 7th and 8th grade at the Piqua Junior High School. I'm extremely excited. I'm a transplant to the community. I'm from Logan, Ohio, so I'm really excited to get involved in the community and in the school and connect with students and my colleagues.
I am Megan Smith. I am the school counselor at Piqua Junior High School. I am most excited about being back at Piqua City Schools and being involved with the students and the community.
Just you.
I am Amanda Wheeler. I am the 6th grade ELA intervention specialist at PCIS. I get to work with Katie Kennedy, who's not here yet because we just had Indian Days, so I left a few minutes early. That's one of the things I'm really excited about is getting to work with Katie. She's awesome. Kids already love her, and I can't wait. And I also am looking forward to starting an e-gaming club for the 6th graders at PCIS. So.
It really is. We got a great group, and we'll meet the rest of our team in October, the October meeting. So we do want to let them.
All right. Thank you guys for everything. Good luck this year. I talked to you all on Monday, but thank you for being here and being a part of the staff. And we wish you nothing but the best. And I believe I speak for everyone on the board that says good luck. And we're not going to keep you any longer because we're going to go into executive session. We don't want to keep you any longer than we have to. So you guys are free to go. So thank you very much and good luck.
Good luck. Nice job, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is Rob going before going to executive?
No.
Okay.
That matches your shirt.
Really just knock these two out and then
Do you want to?
might as well.
You okay if we knock those two out
Yeah.
while they're here?
Yeah.
Okay, let's
I might
do
as well knock
that.
this out so you guys don't
Yep.
have to.
You can stay,
Garrett.
Kathy. Garrett, you can stay. We'll go ahead and get these two, and then we'll go into executive session. That way they don't have to wait through the whole thing.
Am I out?
Nope.
You're up.
You're
You're up.
You're up. I'm up.
come on up.
I thought you said I was out.
You
I'm
get
so confused.
you get the microphone where you want it.
Don't look, I'm using my phone. I'm not allowed to do
I
that
put it back up a
anymore.
little bit.
So we'll just go ahead and get them so we can go into executive session.
That's perfect.
Yes.
I asked Rob to come and talk tonight about homecoming because over the last couple of years, we've had some safety issues that we've had to deal with. And in talking to him and him talking to his student advisory group last year, as well as some of his staff, they've come up with what they believe to be a good solution for how we can handle these safety problems. And I thought it'd be good if he came and talked to you guys about that before we implement it. So, Mr. Messick?
Yeah, guys, we've experienced here in the last couple of years, we've seen a huge increase in our ticket sales at homecoming, which generally is a good thing, and that's what we try to do. Last year, we had over 800 people at our homecoming. We were right in the mid-700s the year before that. And so but there's a cost to that. We had last year, we had several incidents. We had over 100 guests that were were outside of our school from other schools, and we've been having quite a bit of problems with them. So for us to address the situation, I mean, we thought we just brought in a lot of extra supervision. We had 3 principals, 2 police officers, and 8 teachers at the last one, which is the most we've ever had. And we still couldn't contain some of the things that were going on. And it's coming a lot from the people that we don't know. Kids that know us, we can talk to them, we're good. The kids that we do not know, they become a problem. They don't listen to us. They don't feel like they have to listen to us. And so it's been a big concern. We talked about it at our student advisory. We went all the way through ideas of, how to limit things. We still believe that we would like to bring Piqua grads back because they know who we are. They know what we're all about here in Piqua. But we do want to not have, we're not going to have people from outside our school district come to homecoming this year to get it back in order. It's for our kids. Dylan can probably speak to it. What's happening a lot is that you have groups of kids that are just bringing other kids from other schools that they don't have a connection to. And so, like when we'll go say, this person was here, I don't know who that guy was. He just got a ticket, and so that's been a real struggle for us. So, so we're going to approach it. We got to do some management with the ticket sales to make sure that we guarantee that we have the right kids. But yeah, so I knew that you guys would probably hear a little bit about this, and I wanted to let you hear it from me before you heard it from people in the community. Reason, it's a safety concern.
One of my concerns, and I've been there as well, but they'll address it, or an officer will address it, and the kid will say, I don't have to listen to you. I don't come to this school. And they do, because they're agreeing when they sign the contract to come to homecoming that they do need to do that. But we've had situations where they've just really resisted any kind of authority, and not having that ability to kind of hold them over their head because they're not one of our students is a safety issue with our other kids.
What do you do with them when they say that? Do you usher them out?
Well, that's the problem. Like I said, we can de-escalate our own kids pretty well because we know them, and it's a familiar face and they know us and everything. Kids that generally we do not, we have to get them out. We have to track them down. It's like I said, that you're in the cafeteria and there's a lot of people in there, and if something happens, if we don't see it right away, it gets reported to us, and we have to go find them. Then generally what ends up happening is we have to get somebody to come pick them up. And so then that ties me down for an hour to 2 hours waiting with them until somebody picks them up. And so it becomes, like I said, it's then you've reduced down your chaperoning.
Yeah.
And so it just becomes a problem. Like I said, our kids, it's never an issue. I can go up to Dylan and say, Dylan, hey, let's calm it down a little bit. Not that it would ever be you, but we have a connection, and she would understand that.
And not knowing them, many times a kid will come up and say, this kid did this or said that. Well, now you got to go find this kid that nobody knows the name to. If it's a Piqua kid, if it's a Piqua kid, you can say the Piqua kid, this is what happened, and then they can go find that kid right away. But
shame it has to come to this, but times are times, and
it's
like I said,
it's just become real important for safety.
And there's just a lot of people that are inviting kids to our homecoming. It's almost like the way it was explained to me is that there'll be a group of friends that want to come to, hey, if we can come to your homecoming, you can come to ours. We'll get you these 4 or 5 tickets. We'll wrangle those things up. And it's kind of, we're getting that where there's not, like I said, they're coming with some of our students, but they're not necessarily connected to those students. So we got to try to figure this out. So if you get questions, anything about it, I'm sure people, once this gets out there, people are going to start saying some things because it's a big change.
Yeah.
But
it's a good change. I'm all for that.
It needs to be done. So
whether they have their student ID to get into the dance for the
right,
you need to have it in order to, if you have a ticket, you need to have a student ID, and then but somehow we have to verify alumni. I mean, I guess you can do that.
Right. Like I said, and there's an age limitation for the alumni too. So if kids come back, they're usually a year out, and it's more like a reunion for us to see them. Be like, hey, how's it going? So that's pretty easy to manage. Just yeah, we're going to have to work with Eric Heinreich and see if there's a way that we can do something with the tickets where they can add their student ID, something, so
Right.
that we can check it. But I don't, we're not at that point yet. We'll have to do something pretty quickly. So we'll have to get that figured out. But we're definitely not going to mess with prom. We've never had any issues with prom to handle all that and take care of it. So
A lot less kids at prom than there are
yes.
homecoming.
Yeah.
Homecoming's 9th through 12.
Yeah.
So it's a big difference.
And also, if you want, I mean, if you want the board out there as well to help chaperone, I'm sure we would come out and just to the other bodies.
So, all right. Well, anyway, like I said, if you have any other questions for me?
No.
I
Okay.
think you're doing a good thing.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Like I said, whoever said it, I wish it didn't have to come to this, but we're kind of in that situation. So just go ahead and, yeah.
And I'm sure you're going to
Definitely.
get some heat for that probably, but it's worth it, and just blow it. Yeah, there you go.
It-
Dust it off.
Well,
It's-
it's better than eliminating homecoming.
Yeah.
When it comes to safety, we talked about it for 2 years now. So we've tried things, and when students are sharing with him the concern on student advisory, it's something
Yep,
we got to take
absolutely.
seriously. So
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
you're done.
I'm sure there'll be.
Thank you. You can stay if you'd like, or you're welcome to go if you'd like.
I think you want to get heading out there.
All right.
All right.
Nice job, boss.
Ms. G, would you like to come up and do the gifted part?
You get to tell me what to do.
This will be in my agenda.
Okay.
But we'll vote for it later, but she can talk about it now.
Okay.
So later on, you guys will be voting on the, make sure I get the correct title. Well, anyway, you'll be voting on the, our district plan for gifted services. So for identifying our gifted students, how we're going to serve them, and those kind of things. This is all part of the Ohio administration code that we have to do each year. And just so you guys know that every year they pretty much update or revise the administration code. And that just happened this past year, and that's going to be taking into effect, it took into effect this summer. So within the plan that was in front of you to review, you have those changes that were in the code, and then you also have just some minor changes that we have made within there. Some of those are just assessments that we're making changes with, and again, those go along with the assessments that are approved by the Ohio Department of Education and Workforce. And then within there as well, you'll see that we're going to be doing whole grade screening for our 2nd and 4th graders. And then after it's approved tonight, we'll post this on the website for our parents. So are there any questions with this? It's formality for the most part.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much.
No, you're welcome.
Thank you. You're welcome to stay. Or you're
I
welcome
think
to
I'll
go.
head on out.
You're going to follow Rob's direction. There you go.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I did see a new teacher walk by. Is Mr. Lyons out there with another? Does she want to come in and introduce herself?
Yes.
Okay.
Caitlin wanted to be like best for last, so Miss Caitlin Kennedy's going to tell us a little bit about herself.
Hi, I'm Caitlin Kennedy. I will be teaching 6th grade ELA at PCIS. And I'm so stoked. I'm late because we just had Indian Days. And I got to meet all my kiddos. They're so smart, so they're coming to me ready to learn. I'm most excited to watch how they grow. My homeroom is kind of on either side of that proficient line, so I'm excited to watch them all grow and really fall in love with English. So.
She's teaching 6th grade ELA.
Yep, 6th grade.
At PCIS.
I think she was your last hire too, wasn't she?
She was.
Very last minute there. Yep.
Last hire, last to do this. I'm just rolling in on the trail of all the things.
She is fantastic. All right, it's going to be a good one.
Well, good luck. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Have a good meeting.
Dylan, we are at a point in the meeting where we're going to do what's called an executive session. We don't have these often, but sometimes we have to go into a private meeting where they can discuss certain topics. So I'm going to give you the choice too. You can stay and I'll take you to my office and you can wait for a little bit, or you can go. So do you have a choice that you would like to pick from that?
There's not a wrong answer.
There's no wrong answer. You won't hurt anybody's feelings.
not a wrong
It shouldn't take real long, so you're welcome to stay, but if you don't want to, it's okay if you leave too.
it's okay.
Yeah, it's absolutely fine. You won't hurt anybody's
next
feelings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. You won't hurt anybody's feelings. Okay.
Do I need
We're
to-
so glad to have you. You can take all that with you. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
All
Thank
the
you,
little-
Dylan. Welcome.
Yes.
And have a good first day of school.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank
Yeah. Have a
you.
great start to your year. I did see you down there cheering Friday.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Am I supposed to take all this confetti with me?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Emily has more.
Oh, perfect.
Do you have any questions before you go?
I
It's
don't
nice
think
to have
so.
another girl on the board.
Oh, yeah. Mhm. Okay.
All right.
guys.
Thank you, Dylan.
Thanks, Dylan.
Take care.
Thank you, too. No, I did not.
All right. Yeah, okay.
I didn't get it.
Minutes were emailed, but I don't think they're printed out. Jeremy has it.
Oh, turn off their mics.
All right, I need to take we need to take a motion to go into executive session. We may or may not make a decision based on the conversation that we have during the executive session. So I will take a motion and a second.
So moved.
Second. And we have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, we are now in executive session. Please.
Just want to remind parents, and I'll send a message out probably Sunday or Monday, but busing is always fluctuating the first couple weeks, and that's because the bus drivers are learning their routes, they're learning their students for the first time. They're also talking about place of safety and safety rules. Sometimes kids get added to the routes. That changes sometimes. So I know they get an estimated time for when to be there, and sometimes parents get worried if the bus doesn't come right on time. But we ask parents to just be patient with us that first couple of weeks so that we can really get those routes learned and, again, make safety our first priority. We had some really good fun today. All of our new kindergartners got this sign put in their yard. They get welcomed each year with this. We actually were not going to do it this year, but we kept getting questions on, are you going to do it? Because people have seen them over the last few years, and the kids get real excited about it. So there's a really nice Facebook post already on our Facebook page about it, and kids get real excited about getting their new signs. So thanks to Emily and her team. A lot of teachers and bus drivers joined together today to get them all out at the same time, so no kid had to wait too long if they saw somebody else with their sign. So I was real excited about that. Just a reminder about our calendars. Those went out. We've received a lot of good feedback. We do have a few left, so if there are any citizens at home that didn't get one, would like to have one, they're welcome to come to the board office, and we can get one to you until we run out of those. So lots of really good information in there. We really do invite the community to come and celebrate our students and staff with us, so I hope people really get the benefit from that. And the last thing is we will be celebrating the 10th birthday of our elementary buildings. Washington, Spring Creek, as well as PCIS all turned 10 years old this year, which is really hard to believe that they've already reached that age. But the buildings look great, and they're serving students very well in the community. So the first Friday of our first week, we have arranged for cupcakes and cake, and the kids are going to sing happy birthday to their school at lunch, and they're going to do a little birthday celebration to celebrate the support that our community gave to us with these new buildings. So we're very thankful for that. And that's it for that.
All right, any questions for Dwayne? All right, do we need to make an amendment, Jeremy?
You want me to do my superintendent agenda?
Yes, yeah. Let's go jump into the superintendent's.
Okay. Recommend board approval of the established bus routes and bus stops for the 25-26 school year. I'd like to recommend board approval of the attached district process and plan for identification for services for the children who are gifted, which Mindy already talked about earlier. Recommend the board approval of the attached resolution adopting a Calamity Day alternative makeup plan as presented. So you may have seen that attached. We're required by law to do that each year. We in Piqua have 7 Calamity Days because we've got extra time built into our calendar. Most districts have 5. But years ago, we built in extra time, so we actually have 7 days worth of calamity. And what the plan requires us to do is what happens if you use all 7 days. And the state, Ohio Revised Code requires us to provide online opportunities. How will we provide that, and what do we do if students or staff don't have those services? So this plan, same thing as what we had last year. That was the first time we had to do it, meets all those needs. So if you have any questions about that, you probably had a chance to look at it. Like I said, same thing as what we did last year. Recommend board approval of the Piqua Junior High School 8th grade overnight field trip to Washington, D.C. This is their annual trip they do, and you've heard great things about that. We should bring them in this year and have some kids talk about it, because it really is a good trip, a good experience. So just that. That's it.
This is for the trip in the spring, correct?
Uh-huh, yep.
Yeah. All right, any other questions for Dwayne? All right, I will take a motion to approve the superintendent's agenda.
So moved.
Report. Second. All right. All those in favor of the superintendent's agenda, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. All right. It is approved. Moving on to the personnel agenda with Mr. Lyons.
Thanks, good evening. Not a lot to mention on this one. Specifically, we want to talk about and thank Kim Bean for her service. I mentioned in the update, I believe it was 1996, I think, when she first came on board as a 3-hour cook. So she's done a little bit of everything to support the kids at Piqua City Schools, and we're going to miss her. She's great. And then item number 4, just want to make sure you knew that that resignation wasn't a late resignation. I mentioned it on the update. That's Jessica's going over to that grant that Scott talked about here as one of our instructional coaches for grades 6 through 12, as well as MTSS coordinator. And we replaced that position with Katie Kennedy, who was just here, introduced herself last. So those two things I want to make sure I hit on. Any questions on anything on the agenda? Pretty light. Wrapping up some changes there in food service for the year, but they've already started, so.
Any questions for Tony? All right, I will take a motion to approve the personnel agenda.
So moved.
Do we have a second? All right. Jeremy, please call roll.
Mrs. Mars.
Aye.
Mr. Mitchell. Mr. Frazier.
Aye.
Mr. Ford.
Aye. Thank you. All right, moving on to new business. We have recommend board approval of the HVAC maintenance agreement extension for the FY 26 through 28 school years with REAK Services.
So, Sean and I have been talking to some providers about continuing our maintenance agreement that we've had on our HVAC system since we built the new buildings. We put everything in the district under a maintenance agreement, and that's sort of a guarantee for us, so we know what to budget for the year. So if something breaks down at this point, except for the chillers, which are massively expensive, but if other pumps and fans and belts and all that stuff, if those things break, all that is covered under this agreement, so that we're not constantly getting nickel and dime for all the service calls and all that. The best part is that we have somebody with REAK that's here on site very quickly and is dedicated to our buildings, so he knows our systems in and out. So our recommendation is to continue with that agreement. It was a 5.5% increase for the next 3 years versus what we were paying this year. So again, it was relatively modest considering the hourly rate for these HVAC people is through the roof because they can't find them. So
it's the most expensive thing in the buildings, isn't it?
It is. It is by far the most expensive thing that we have, and that's why we invest $150,000 a year to try to keep everything fresh. I mean, you take that out over 5 buildings, and I don't know, we're talking 500,000 square feet of space under roof that's air conditioned. It's a lot of equipment that makes that happen. So it's still cheaper than trying to hire somebody with HVAC service to maintain all this, especially when you start counting in all the parts, filters, fans, belts, all that stuff. We're still saving money by doing that. So I still think it's the right thing to do. The companies that we talked to as far as trying to get a cheaper price, once they realized the price that we were offered on this and the coverage that we were offered, they couldn't touch it. this is the
They're a
recommendation.
big enough company too, they can cover us, so some of those companies that wanted it probably didn't have the personnel to cover us. So REAC is pretty big.
And just having that dedicated person for us is great for Sean
Yeah.
to be able to just call them, hey, we got this problem.
Do they have remote access to just log in and see how everything's running so that they
Yeah.
can kind of tell if something's running, going a little crazy?
Right, REAC has that ability to do that, and then also we have a controls company that can do that as well. So we have, those guys are able to get into the system and be able to figure out what's going on remotely as well. Sean can do it remotely from his laptop as well.
Okay.
He has a special laptop. That's an Eric thing about how we have to get in through and be able to keep it secure, because some of the worst cybersecurity problems are through the HVAC system.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right?
Interesting.
Yeah, it's the weakest point in most buildings. People don't think about it. We do.
Yeah. All right. I will take a motion to approve the HVAC maintenance agreement for the 26 through 28 school years with REAC Services.
So moved.
We have a second?
Second.
All right. Jeremy, please call roll.
Mr. Frazier.
Aye.
Mr. Mitchell.
Aye.
Mrs. Mars.
Aye.
Mr. Ford.
Aye.
Now we need to do it.
All right, now we need to take, we need to have a motion to make an amendment to the agenda tonight to add,
I'll say it
we'll
here.
let Jeremy say the verbiage.
So we need a motion to deem the transfer of certain territory from the Troy City School District, Miami County, Ohio, advisable and authorizing and approving related matters. Whereas RC 331124 provides for the transfer of city exempted village or local school district territory to adjoining school district. Would you like me to continue reading all that information, since this is the first time you've
Yes,
heard it?
please.
Whereas, or on about October 8th to 24, the city of Piqua, Ohio entered into an annexation agreement with Concord Township concerning certain real property owned by Bruns Upper Valley Land Development LLC and known by its Miami County parcel number C06032810 and containing approximately 38.654 acres, the territory, and whereas the territory was annexed from Concord Township and into City of Piqua, Ohio on or about December 3rd, 2024, following approval from the Miami County Commissioners, and whereas the board finds that the territory currently lies within the boundaries of the Troy City School District and the annexation creates a misalignment between municipal and school district boundaries, and whereas the board deems it advisable to transfer the territory from the adjoining Troy City School District to this school district, and whereas in accordance with RC 3311.24A1A, the school district must adopt a resolution deeming the transfer advisable and obtain the consent of 75% of the owners within the territory. Whereas RC 31124B provides further that before proposing a transfer of the territory to the State Board of Education, the school district must make a good faith effort to negotiate the terms of the transfer with the affected school district. Whereas the board has in fact made good faith effort to negotiate with Troy City School District, has declined to negotiate to agreeable terms. Now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Education of the City of Piqua School District, Miami County, Ohio, that Section 1, it is hereby determined that the transfer of territory is advisable. Section 2, the board authorizes the submission of proposal to the Ohio State Board of Education after obtaining consent from Bruns Upper Valley Land Development, LLC. Section 3, the treasurer of the board is hereby directed to work with legal counsel to submit the proposal with all required documentation to the Ohio State Board of Education and to take any necessary action to effectuate the proposal. Section 4, it is hereby found and determined that all formal actions of this board concerning and relating to the passage of this resolution were adopted in an open meeting of this board, and that all deliberations of this board and any of its committees that resulted in such formal action were in meetings open to the public in compliance with all legal requirements, including RC Section 121.22. That's all.
All right. Do we want to do a quick layman's term explanation of that, or just vote on it?
The city of Piqua annexed the land south of town all the way down to Farrington Road. And in that annexation process, there was 38 acres, a little over 38 acres, that was in the Troy City School District. We requested that we come up with some kind of method to split the tax revenues generated from that property moving forward in the future if it were to be developed, and Troy declined. And so this is the step that we have to take to move forward to still put the land in Piqua City School District territory, because it is now within the city of Piqua boundaries.
Okay.
So this is us, you telling me to go ahead and move forward with providing all the documentation needed to the State Board of Education. They will meet on this in April and have a decision by September of 2026.
All right, any questions for Jeremy? I think this is, makes sense to do, so we will take a motion to approve the we have to approve the amendment, right? So we'll take the motion to approve the amendment and put it on the agenda, and then we'll take a motion to, or then we'll vote on that.
Yep.
So we have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second to approve the amendment. All right. Now, will that will not come up on the screen, right? It's not.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm writing it all down.
All right. That's a lot to remember to say.
I'm going to go back to the title of said motion, which is motion deeming the transfer of certain territory from the Troy City School District, Miami County, Ohio, advisable, and authorizing and approving related matters.
All right. We will take a motion to approve the transfer.
Aye.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
All right. Jeremy, we call roll.
Mr. Mitchell.
Aye.
Mrs. Mars.
Aye.
Mr. Frazier.
Aye.
Mr. Ford.
Aye. All right. Moving on, we have nothing for hearing of the public non-agenda items, and our next regular board meeting is September 25th, 2025 at 6 p.m. right here at the Board of Education office. So seeing no other business.
I got some.
Okay.
Just an update on the construction going on at the high school. The tennis courts are on the last phase. The surface is being put down, the nets are up, the fence is going up, and around the tennis courts, around the area where they've been putting pipe, grass has been planted. Concrete in front of the stadium, asphalt in front of the stadium, should be completed today, I think.
Correct.
I didn't go back out, but I think it was completed today. A lot of the drainage piping is being done. You can see it being covered up now. There's a lot of that's done. And our last two projects on this thing that I can remember is a pond will be started sometime late this year or early next spring. And the rest of the pipe from JVS to us, to the pond, will be started after September 6th. And that's your update.
And we should have our first tennis game
Oh, yeah.
September 8th. And
And have 3 home
We're
meets.
going to have three home
three
tennis
right after
matches.
on
which
9
is
different courts.
0 to 3, so we're excited.
That's awesome.
So,
That's awesome. And how did the football game go with construction? Everybody was able to get in the stadium? And
Everybody did great.
Yeah.
and everything will be out of the way for the next game, so there will be no changes needed. We can go back to normal operations.
September
because
6th
the
is
asphalt's
Pickles
down.
cross-country meet, night meet. If you haven't been to a cross-country meet, come to that one.
This is a good
This is the one. It's a big one for the G.
It's an amazing meet.
It is.
It's
Fireworks.
Lots of fun.
It's a
That's all I
dark.
have.
It's great.
That's the update.
That's a
Unless
good
you can
one.
think of something else.
No,
We
you
should probably
covered
put that
it.
on the agenda.
I learned that.
We should probably just put that on the
Yeah,
agenda so
yeah.
we have it as a
Yeah.
update. Yeah.
I learned a lot.
Well, good. All right, any other questions or concerns?
Nope.
For the good of the order? All right, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All right, do we have a second? All right. We need adjourned.